on Facebook as well. I'll wait just a second till that notification goes out. That was easier. Let me get me some gloves on. There we go. There's the notification. And let's see who we have live. Hi, Lisa from the UK. Hi, Omira. Listen, we're live over on the website as well. If you have not watched live on the website, the transmission is uber clear over there. So head over to themobilemanicurist.com, themobilemanicurist.com, if you want a clearer transmission. And we would love to see you either place. We are live right now on Facebook. We're live on YouTube. We're live on the Mobile Manicurist, and we're live over on our website. So the transmission is really clear over at the .com. Even last week, our new viewers were like, Miss Tracy, we can't believe this. So yeah, I have some paper towel down because I'm using some ink tonight, and I don't want to stain my surface. Who do we have joining us? Hi, Barbara. Hi, Debbie Taylor. I don't see anyone live on the website with me. That's okay. On the Facebook page or the website?
Facebook's 30.
Okay. Maybe I'm just, okay. Now our YouTube notification just came through. If you're live with me on the website, will you leave me a comment so I can see that? I'm not seeing those comments. Anyway, we don't want to waste a lot of time on that. We had to reroute our video tonight. We were going to do glazed donut tutorial, and realized when I got to work this morning, child, I didn't have no glazed donut. All I had was my sample. And I didn't want to put my little staff through that of getting hit hard because I didn't have product that we wanted to use tonight. So we had to reroute tonight's tutorial. So I apologize for that, but we will put glazed donut back in as soon as we can. So tonight we're going to do firecracker, fall firecracker. And you guys let me know how the lighting looks. Well, let's get these in some kind of order, honey. Look at these, how pretty they are. Yes, and these are color changing. We have new video lights that we're running tonight. Right? This is the Roman Candle Fireworks Gel Polish. Look at this. Roman Candle Fireworks Gel Polish. Now, in the bottle, honey, she looks like this. Look here. This was my least favorite color when it came in. And now, I'm like in love with this. It's a gold, orange, rust kind of something, and it changes color depending on what you put it over. So here I have put it over just a bright red, and here I put it over black. It looks completely different, right? Isn't that pretty? It's also a reflective gel polish, which means it's got all of that really pretty sparkle and that kind of thing in it, okay? So, let's get to getting. In tonight's bundle, Hillary gave y'all a nice coupon in order to create all of these. I think she gave you about $36 off, if I'm not mistaken. You're going to get Roman Candle, this gorgeous gel polish. You're also going to get a red gel polish because I've put it over red. Okay, you're going to get, I forgot to grab my glitters, babe. Would you grab those for me? Just out of one of the bundles over there so it can show it. You're going to get 3 fall leaf glitters, and then you're going to get a dozen of these brand new decals. These are 2022 fall decals, and we just picked out a bunch and mixed them up for you guys. There's everything in here. Look at these ones. You're going to get 12 sheets. Now look, y'all, these are $5.99 a sheet. So when you buy them in the bundle, you get a much better price break on those. Okay, so just showing you a few that's in here. They're all fall, and there's a little bit of, just a tiny bit of Thanksgiving mixed in with it. Not too much. But anyway, there are 12 random sheets of those. And then you're going to get 3 of our chameleon leaves. If you don't know about chameleon leaves, let me show you. Let me show you. Leaf 1, leaf 2, and leaf 3. All of this is in tonight's bundle. It's called the, oh, what's that bundle called, honey? It is, hold on, I'll tell you. It is the Fall Firecracker Bundle. Yes, Lord. Look at these chameleon leaves. This is a purple and gold shift leaf. Isn't that pretty? Now, I know what y'all saying. Because my VIP group, if you're in the Beetlebox VIP, you get privy of learning this before it comes out to the public, all right? And I taught them last week how to use these. And they're like, Miss Tracy, won't you stop it? So, yeah, here's leaf 1. Leaf 2 looks like something from under the sea. She looks very mermaid-y. It goes from this dark indigo color shift to a really pretty teal, almost like a peacock color. Let's put us a few out in the lid there. And then leaf 3 is cinnamon and, oh, what do I want to say? Like cinnamon to green to kind of like a blue. So you get all of that for $99. Any questions? I gotta take my gloves off, y'all. They are affecting my my screenplay here. All right, let's do some solid color first. We've got a black nail ready to go. Thank you for the order. We only started tonight with 24 of these bundles. And this is a gorgeous, gorgeous combination, by the way. So let's put down some press-on nail no buff primer. So our gel polish will stick. Let's do a black one and let's do a clear one. How's your Wednesday? Child, we got the mother of all storms here earlier. And it looks bad again just now, too. But this Saturday, look. This Saturday, it's going to be 82 is going to be the high here. Oh, honey, I can't wait on that. Y'all know what they say, right? Fat girls and heat just do not mix together. No. Let's put us a little base coat on here. And this one, the black one, I'm going to put the firework gel straight over top. The clear one, I'm going to put some red down and then put the firework gel over top. You can use this firework gel by itself if you want to, but you'll need a couple of coats because it is in a translucent base, which means you can see through the initial base color of it. Just a little bit of base coat, and that cures for 30 seconds. Are there any questions? You're watching live, Virginia? I'm so glad. I wish I could see the comments. I cannot see any comments on the website.
I can tell you some of them.
Excuse me.
Going back and clean them.
All right, firecracker gel comes in 6 different colors, by the way. We just had to reorder these because this is one of the ones that's hard for us to keep in stock. So here we go, boo. Here we go. Now I'm going to use Roman Candle. Okay. And we're going to pop this over that black nail. Look at that. Oh, yes, honey. What y'all having for din tonight? We ate dinner earlier. I didn't eat lunch. Look at that, how gorgeous. Now this is in a rusty gold, like a marigold base, but it's got some fuchsia. It's got some, I'm going to go out of focus on purpose. Look at that. Cinnamon, some fuchsia, some green, and look how it changes color there. Oh, child. That's only one coat, too. Let's cure that because I'm going to do a second coat on that one. You had wine for dinner, Sarah? Stop it, boo. Girl, you got to have some food. All right, now you can use any shade of red underneath this that you want to. You can use wine, you can use bright red, you can use like smoky paprika, whatever you got on hand. We're going to put you a red gel polish in tonight's kit because you can't never have too much red gel polish. We don't want you to get this kit and not be able to repeat it, okay?
Sarah says, are you going to do the glazed donut work today?
We announced earlier, Sarah, we had to move that tutorial from tonight. I got here this morning and did not have the stuff to do it with. After I sat down and did my sample yesterday, yeah, I failed to double check it. I was just in my zone yesterday, so we've had to back that up. We've moved it to next Wednesday night. So sorry about that. But I got you, boo. Look how pretty that is. So now back in we go. So all the firecracker gels are vitreous, which means you can see through them. So you can change the colors of these just by what you put under them. And they all change to a different color when you put it over black. Okay. And now let's put this one over red. This is more of a wine red that I pulled out for this. Oh, honey. And that's going to get just one coat. It doesn't need any more than that. Isn't that pretty? Adjust my lighting just a little. Oh, yes, honey. You know, glitter is something that's really hard to capture on camera. Those of you that work with glitter in the salon, it's hard to photograph, isn't it? And so this has a tiny bit of a tacky layer to it. You'd want to put a top coat over that, obviously. But that's how you get the different looks with the firecracker gel. And you can see it's chameleon, so it changes color every time you move your finger around. I love Roman Candle too, Elizabeth. It's one of my very, very favorites. Now, I already have a couple of these nails prepared. So let's put our leaves in here. Leaf 1, leaf 2, and leaf 3. That's like thing 1, thing 2, and thing 3, right? Okay, boo. We're going to put down some clear rubber base because anything chunky always goes in a wet layer. One of these I'm going to matte top coat, and one I'm going to shiny top coat. Y'all remember when I taught you how to put your snowflakes in the nails? What did I tell you to do to your snowflake to get it to lay down? Let's see if anybody remembers. Anybody? Aw, I'm glad you're watching, Jillian. I'm sorry you don't feel good, though. Does anybody remember what I told you to do to get your snowflake glitters to lay down flat? Oh, there they come. Talk to it nicely. No, girl, you got to poke it. So take your finger, pick you up some glitters, a dotting tool, and poke it. And when you poke it, hold on, what are my tweezers? What are my tweezers? When you need them, you can't find them. Here they are. Here they are. So when you poke it, it makes it concave, and you turn it over. And now it's got this little curve on it, honey. I taught y'all how to put your snowflakes on like this. Anything big you have, that's what you want to do. So do all your poking first. So let's get us a leaf number 2. If you don't have these chameleon leaves, they're so gorgeous. I wish I could show you in person how they compare to what they look like on camera. I do have new video lights tonight. Do you notice there's not much shadow? Yeah, Miss Tracy, we can see that. I knew you could, boo. My son-in-law installed them today. They're smart. They so smart, honey. You can control them by your smartphone. So tonight is a trial run with these babies. Now, I've poked all my leaves, and be sure you turn them over so that they're on the concave side, because now I'm going to pick these up with my crystal picker. There you go, boo. And I still have wet base coat sitting on there. So pick up and poke it in. And it just lays right down in there. You'll see this better when I put the matte top coat on. Now you don't have the points of your snowflakes or your leaves or whatever it is you're going to use sticking up, boo, and you don't have to file that off. Look how quick I got those in there. Miss Tracy, won't you stop it? And now we're going to cure. And while that's curing, let's top coat. Let's do the top coat rumba. You're finally catching a live, June. We're glad. Leaf 3 is sold out already. Honey. Lord. Look, the reason I'm doing fall tonight is the glazed donut thing. Yeah, we won't revisit. We won't talk about that. We'll do that next week. But we got to get you all that sit behind the chair. We got to get y'all ready for your fall debut, right? You got to have time to make your samples, get your product in. And I'm just going to leave all of these little chameleon leaves open because I'm probably going to need that again. All right, here's that. We're going to put one more coat of rubber base on top of that. And that just makes... it sandwiches these leaves that we've put in here. So we stuck them in a wet layer, and now we cover them in a wet layer. Your leaves are like your peanut butter and jelly, and this clear rubber base is like your bread. That's how you get them to lay down so well. And I kind of float that rubber base over mine. If I see it's still a little bit bumpy, I might drag me just a little tiny bead, and let's give it some body heat. Ooh, and now I'm going to turn it upside down. I want that gel to really, get a pretty nice C curve on it. Yep, in we go. I'll show you that in a second. When that light line gets straight, honey, I pop that under the lamp. Now, let's prep a couple of Look at these little ladies that I did. Oh my goodness. This one's my favorite. I'm not a minimalist when it comes to nail art. Child, if you are trying to downsize your nail product, I am not the friend for you. I would get you in trouble. Don't come sit by me, honey, if you're trying to get rid of nail product. If you're trying to scale back. Right? I'm going to put down a little bit of just an ivory gel polish. And yeah, I know I didn't prep this, but for time purposes, let's get this on here. So, oh, look, she broken. So I can show you guys how to do this artsy part. This is just a soft, creamy ivory gel polish. I've had this one forever and a day. I'll tell you what it is, but I don't sell this one. One moment, please. Ah, I got a fuzzy in there. This is a Cocoa and Claire gel polish, and the color on that is a fuzzy duckling. It's just like a soft, creamy ivory. You could use white, you could use pale yellow, whatever you want. There we go, boo. All right, while those are in the lamp, we're going to check. Let's wipe this little lady down. Let's check her and see if we got any pieces of stuff sticking up. No, I got a little piece of glitter hanging right there, but I don't have anything sticking up. All of my leaves are under the surface. And I'm going to put some matte top coat on this so you can see what these things do when you put matte over them. They look completely different. You're just not going to believe it now. Hold up. Ah, mother of pearl. Honey. Hold on to your brush, Miss Tracy. Child, I've drank enough coffee today to drive a wooden man crazy. Now, my energy's has been low. Whew, honey. All right, let's put a second coat of this on. You wait till you see it, Rebecca, when it comes out of the lamp with this matte top coat. And Rebecca, I get to see you in a week. I can't wait to give you a hug. My last Press on Nail boot camp of the season starts a week from tomorrow. We have one seat left. One seat. If you want that seat, you better run, honey. We have an amazing class kit. Amazing. Over $250 worth of product in a class kit. So our staff's excited about having all of our boot campers join us next week. And I have written a manual. So those of you that attend Press on Nail boot camp will have a manual to take home with you just to kind of refer back to as well. So yeah, that should be good. Here we go. Here's this matte nail. I know you ain't ready for it. Look. Honey, won't you stop it? Look at that. Perfectly smooth. There's nothing sticking up. You could go in with a few extra glitters around there, but these things are changing color like crazy, and they really look 3D because we've poked the middle of it. Isn't that pretty? Yes. It's beautiful. So now when you pair this with something like that, which I'm getting ready to show you how to do, this is the same black nail, only with a shiny top coat on it. Or you pair it with this red one that we just did. That's a stunner right there. Look, if you are a nail tech, your clients are not going to be able to get this at the discount salon. This is an exclusive service that you can offer. And to me, this is custom work because you're having to mix a few things to make these colors possible. You just did your nails last night. I know. You always see something else you want. I'm going to pop a matte top coat on here and show you how to, I did my decals. There's no secret in applying decals unless you're new, you haven't watched me for a while. My secret is I sandwich my decals between 2 layers of matte top coat, and that really keeps the edges of them down. I know a lot of y'all were having trouble. You never used your decals before you started watching our lives, and after you started doing this sandwich technique, a bunch of y'all are messaging me, Miss Tracy, my decals are staying on. Well, yes, they are, honey. So you always sandwich between 2 layers of matte top coat. I'm using Magic Matte tonight, but any matte top coat for your decals will be fine.
James says you have to have a license to be able to come to your classes here.
It depends on the kind of class. If you're taking an art class online, it's just an art. Look, I tell everybody I'm an artist who uses nails as my canvas. Yes, I am a licensed nail tech. If you're taking online classes, certain classes you do not have to have a license for, but certain classes you do. Structure classes, e-filing, all those kinds of things you would. So it's best just to message us and find out, if that's an art class or whatever kind of class you're interested in. Our staff will be happy to help you on that. Now look at all these, honey. I pulled all these out. This is all the combination that we put together for tonight. And I'm loving these that have these little speckles in them. Yeah?
Lee Palmer says she wants the last seat in your pressing class.
Lee, you better go grab it, boo, because it is, when I looked at it just a few minutes ago, it was only 1 seat left. If you will search in, Keith, are you able to link that for her real quick? If not, go to the website and type in the search box, August Boot Camp, and that class will come up. August Boot Camp. I knew it would sell out just because it's a highly sought. This is our 3rd time teaching it, and it's been sold out. Okay, let's grab one of these. Even though this says Thanksgiving, I'm in love with these little lines and dots. We're going to take our tweezers. And these are not my good tweezers. My good tweezers, I think I had down the hallway doing something with. These have a little residue on it. So just bend your paper backing and gently remove that. Don't get in a hurry, because then you're going to tear it if you do. I still got something on my tweezer. Wipe it off there.
I just put it on her comment.
There we go. Keith just tagged you in it. And then gently just kind of place that. Look, honey, you don't have to put nothing else with these. Don't worry about where your decal stops and starts, because I'm going to show you a little trick for that. And I think we'll choose another one. I like these little leaves, and I think that's supposed to be a great pod. There's a lot on our autumn decals that you can use pretty much throughout the whole season. And we're just going to make this one continue that way. If your decal hangs over the side any, don't trim that with scissors. Just take you a buffer and do this kind of thing right there. And that cuts that decal off. All right. Now, remember, decals have to be sandwiched between 2 matte layers, and I want one of these little leaves in here, only one. So I'm going to put my mat on, and while this mat is wet, I'm just going to sink one of these little leaves into it. Nothing wrong with that. Honey. I don't really know why decals like matte. I think it's because they're such a slippery surface, and the matte top coat gives them a really good adhesion. So now I'm going to grab a leaf and I'm going to poke it just to get her to lay down. And then I'm going to pick that up with my little wax picker here. And where those two join, look, boing, how cute. And now we're going to cure it. Just make sure I got that position like I want it. In we go. And now let's do the other one. Some of these are really, really modern, and I love that. And then some are very traditional. You're going to get a mix of, obviously, both. This is what I have on the sample nail right here. But let's do a more traditional one now. Oh, child, look at this. That's pretty. We'll use that.
Bonnie just was trying the Beetle Box, the Try Me by Beetle Box from Bonnie.
You're getting the Try Me Beetle Box? Yay! We put up the Try Me Beetle Box for August so that you can try that. It is loaded full of goodies. We are getting ready to load all of our holiday Beetle Boxes. You can buy a holiday pack of Beetle Box and get September through December, and all 4 of those boxes will be holiday. Of course, they ship one a month. September, October, November, December. September is fall themed. October, obviously, is Halloween themed. November is Christmas theme. And December, we're doing a really blingy New Year's theme. I'm just randomly putting my little leaves on here. There's no rhyme or reason to the way I'm doing it. I'm just kind of letting them meander down the middle of that nail. And then let's use a little baby one down here at the bottom. Oh, let's see. These are cute. Maybe we'll use 2 of those baby ones. Beetle Box always ships on the 15th of the month. She's about ready to leave the building because the 15th is Monday.
Rebecca says Blingy New Year sounds spectacular.
Blingy New Year,
New Year's weekend.
And I think, let me see here. Let me turn this around just a little. I try not to touch the back of my decals because sometimes they don't want to stick if you touch them too much. All right, let's seal that up with some matte. Y'all have any questions? Y'all are quiet tonight, right? And in we go. Now listen, on the new live format, if you're watching me over on the website and this is your phone screen, you can take your fingers and do this and you can zoom in on the tutorial. Yes, honey, iPad, phone, whatever you're on, just do this and you can get as close as you want to what I'm doing. That's one of the perks of watching on the website. Website address is themobilemanicurist.com. Look. All right, let's seal this up because we got that. Remember, our chunky glitters always have to sit between 2 wet layers. Always.
Karen says, oh, wow, cool on the website.
Yep. I meant to remind you earlier, it's a change for me, honey. You know, these young ones that work for me have implemented all. They got me set up, child. So it's hard to teach an old dog new tricks, but I'm learning. Thank you for the order, Karen. We appreciate that. All right. Now that's done. Let's take a little bit of my three most favorite colors of ink are blood red, orange, and mustard. I didn't pull any purple into this tutorial because I'm trying to keep it, you know, in these sort of red light tones. And I'm going to go a little bit right there, a little bit here, and a little bit here. If you have not used our alcohol inks, they're very powerful. You all need a little bit, honey. Blood red. Now we're going with orange. And I kind of keep these colors a little close together. And then I'm going to marry that with mustard. Mustard is this beautiful, it is what it is. It's a very popular color in clothing right now. So, so pretty. We have a brand new brush on the way that was specifically made just for our alcohol inks. We can't wait for that to get here. And now we're going to use watercolor pen. This is a watercolor brush, actually. And we're just going to move these inks. It looks pretty like that, doesn't it? But we're just going to move these around ever so slightly, just to kind of start getting them a little bit softened out. There we go. Oh, now we're going to push away from those leaves that we just put in.
Campbell says hi, Miss Tracy.
Hi, Campbell. I missed you, boo.
Elizabeth says a little dab will do ya.
A little dab will do ya. Look how pretty. I just kind of made a little window around here of color. It's so pretty. Yes. Look at there. That is gorgeous. Now, I'm not done yet because I want to give this a little bit of shimmer, shimmer, sparkle. So I'm going to take Roman candle and I'll go right over top of some of this alcohol ink in just some little spots.
Crystal asked, are you using alcohol or acetone?
I always use acetone with my inks. If you want that pretty, you know, veiny marble look, and you have to know what your inks are based from. My inks are acetone based, is why I use acetone with them. I mean, they do have some alcohol in them too, but they have a lot of both. See that little sparkle I'm giving that? Not a lot. And just tap it out. And once you have it where you like it, then you can cure that and we'll top coat it. Now, the one that we have sitting here that we've not done anything to yet, we want this to be very minimal. So we're going to take this same Roman candle and this kind of thing. Just tap it on. It gives you a completely different look. It kind of antiques it, for lack of better words. Isn't that pretty? Oh, honey, this makes me want a pumpkin spice latte and some pumpkin bread. Look at that. And that's all I'm going to do that one. I'm going to cure that, and then we will top coat these babies. We're almost done. Y'all have been such troopers tonight. Thank you. All right, let's get some top coat on this one. I think I'm going to shiny top coat her. Nice. You see how that brought out those colors on your shiny top coat? That's beautiful, isn't it? Oh, yes. I would totally want to wear a nail like that. And put that in the lamp. And this one, do we want to do that matte or do we don't want to do it shiny? I think we'll do this one shiny now that I think about it, because I have matte top coat on this one that has the leaves in there. And I want you to see what that leaf looks like shiny. Is that all right? Look at there. Let me turn that upside down. I'm just letting that top coat level out.
So these are so pretty.
Aren't they pretty? They're so easy. They're so simple. I almost didn't do them tonight. But you know, when you have a class planned, I'm a big planner. Right there on my, you guys can't see it, but hanging here on my door, I have my whole class schedule planned out for the month. So when I came in this morning and realized that I'd planned a tutorial and didn't have the product on hand, I'm like, oh no. So I don't like to plan my class the day of the class. So I panicked a little bit today. I'm like, oh no. But luckily, because I had the whole month planned out, I just switched around a couple of things. And my staff was great to step in and help me and get it all on the website. You know, it's a bunch of work that has to be done before we can even go live. And network and all of these places we're live tonight. Oh, honey, give Miss Tracy a nervous breakdown. Here's how that one turned out. Look how gorgeous that is. Those of you that still get your pedicures during the fall months, which you should, by the way, this would be absolutely beautiful on the big toe. And where's our little accent nail? Look at this. Put this on the baby toes.
Charlene says, I love those nails.
Aren't they beautiful? Hey, what do y'all think of our lighting tonight? Has it helped? I'd love some feedback. Charlene, I can't wait to see you next week. You're going to be here for Press On Nail Boot Camp. I know, girl.
Virginia says, beautiful. And says that's her favorite.
Now, this one I got to give a little buffsy to, because when I put it in the lamp, I scraped my top coat right up the middle. But I think I got it. So I'll have to put another top coat on that. It happens once in a while, honey. Let's fix that. Now, there's what it would look like matte, okay? But I do want to wear this one shiny.
Sandra says lighting is awesome.
The lighting is good. Yay.
Says yes, I love it.
Girl, it ought to be. That's all I got to say.
Says lighting is good.
Perfect. Perfect, perfect. Isn't that lovely? Oh, my word. Thank you for the order. We are really limited on our bundles that we got going on. So while that's curing in the bundle, you're going to get all 3 of these chameleon leaves. These things are amazing. And Omira's already told us that she went to buy one of the leaves open stock and it's gone. Number 3 is already sold out, but they change colors. So you get 3 leaves. You're going to get this gorgeous Roman candle that I just used. We're going to put you a red gel polish with that, because you got to have red to make this work. And then we're giving you a dozen of these luxury fall nail decals. They're autumn, fall. There's no Halloween in here. It's all, you know, fall holiday. The pumpkins are just, and leaves are just gorgeous. So you get a dozen of those. If you buy these decals individually, they're $5.99 a sheet. So the decals alone would almost be as much as the whole bundle. Hillary gave y'all a price break today, and the bundle is $99. If you bought everything separately, it would be like $136, I think, somewhere around there. So look at this one. Oh my gosh, that's beautiful. So yeah, any questions? Can I answer any questions on this tutorial for anybody? That bundle is called the Fall Firework Bundle. I'm sorry, the Fall Firecracker Bundle. Fall Firecracker Bundle. And then we have Leaf 1, Leaf 2, and Leaf 3. I believe she said Leaf 3 was sold out. And if you don't have the firework collection, this is called Roman Candle. I'll show you what that looks like in case you're a latecomer. It's in a vitreous yellow-orange base. I'm going to go out of focus for a second. This is also a reflective gel, which means that she go crazy when you take her picture, honey. Any questions? I also used, in addition to not what's in the bundle, I used 3 alcohol inks in blood red, orange, and mustard on this one. Hi, Nancy. You still on vacay, girl. Girl, I can't wait for you to get here next week. Any other questions?
Hillary said that if people want to go to the website, they can turn on notifications for future lives.
Oh, did y'all hear that? Hillary said if you go to the website, you can turn on notifications for future lives. That's awesome. We're still learning. We're still learning networking all these. You're welcome, Jillian. I hope you feel better, hon. Nancy, yes, Nancy Strom. I will see you next week, too. And, oh, Myra, the lighting is great. Thank you for that. And Jamie says that one is her favorite. I'm sorry, I have not been able to see comments on the website on my actual camera tonight. I'm having to look to a screen beside of me. So if I've missed your comment, I do apologize for that. If there are no other questions, you see no other questions, Keith?
I'm on the website. I don't see any.
No questions on the website?
They've been talking about how beautiful.
They're gorgeous. And don't forget the one. Where's our black one? Lord, where'd she go, honey? This is the one with the map, but I thought I did a black one that was shiny. Oh, I did. She turned over backwards. Look at that Roman candle over the black nail. Oh, child. You know, it does something to our brain when we see that glitter like that, right?
She's been waiting all year for autumn nails. They're my favorite.
You have, Sarah? Girl, I hope you do some of these. Yeah, this is a really good decal pack, by the way. We have some more fall decals coming, but they are 5D. This is the only flat fall/autumn decals that we will have. The rest of our decals, they're in-house. They're here today, but we don't have them on the website yet, are all the 5D. But don't forget now, our Sugar Skull tutorials continue Sunday night. I believe we have, yes, we do. I'm looking. We have a Sugar Skull tutorial with a new plate release and a brand new stamping polish release. So I can't wait to see y'all for that. Y'all have a good Wednesday. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.